Live. All right.
Now, yeah. Now, where do you look? Like
I don't
here?
know.
So you split the difference in the.
They said they can hear us. We're okay.
Okay, cool. So everybody can hear us on both screens. We got our mics. You got yours. Cool. Unfortunately, I don't know if we can hear that guy.
We can hear them.
Okay.
but a little bit low since it's so far away.
I know.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes,
So,
good
all right,
guy.
guys. All right. Sorry for the rough start on both our stream and theirs. I am Charles. I am your favorite bearded hero. I am the general manager at Geek Out here in Old Town Burleson, Texas. We are super excited to be here with our friend Paul and our new friend
Lori Calcaterra.
Lori. I met her like 3 minutes ago.
Literally 3 minutes.
Sorry.
She was making me cry. She was making me cry. So we were, yeah.
I took him out behind the shed and was
She was like, yeah.
It happens.
With
computer.
the Ethernet cable.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is,
Computer crashed last minute, so we had to kind of pivot and figure out the better way to do things. So we are super excited to be here. We are going to talk about so the man, the myth, the legend, Paul Gomez, author of PTSD, which is amazing.
Right.
Bushibu Circus Mysteries,
Amazing.
which is a whole lot of fun. And Cryptic Haze, which is a nice little mind mess that is awesome as well. And today we're going to talk about something that I have like barely been able to talk about, but I'm super excited about because this man let me read it like months ago.
Yes.
It is so good.
You read some of the test papers too.
It is.
You know, you were there.
Prelude to Aurora. It is his new series. I'm trying to convince him to make it an ongoing, but we got to get through the Kickstarter launch first. So, Paul,
Yes.
tell us about Prelude to Aurora.
Prelude to Aurora is going to be my 5th book out. Yeah, I'm excited about it because just about every book I wrote for a specific reason. My first script was for my kids, so that really is near and dear to me because of that. Now, that wasn't my first book that got out, but that was the first script that I wrote. The first book that did get out, which was PTSD, that was a passion project. I wanted to talk about mental illness and awareness. And then with Cryptic Haze, it was something between me and one of my best friends. We were both going through difficult problems. With Prelude to Aurora, I was getting so close to my artist, and I wanted him to be able to have something that he loved to do, and his art was so amazing that I had to write something that would emphasize that art. And I was asking him what he liked throughout the process of making those other 2 books, and he loved the supernatural. Whenever it came to demons and whatnot, that's what was interesting to him, and that's where Prelude to Aurora came from. And so whenever I talk about this story, this really is a story of a woman who's kind of trying to figure out where she's at in the world at the beginning of this story. She doesn't know what's happened to her, and she's coming into a world that is full of demons and gargoyles, and she doesn't know who's her friend and who's her enemy and what's going on. So there's that mystery that's going to be asked and kind of answered throughout, but it's really a different take on just about anything I've written. It's definitely a unique story.
I'm excited that you wrote me into the comic.
Yeah. Lori is the name of the main character at the moment. It's
Very cool.
I'm sure she doesn't look anything like me, but her main name is Lori, so I'm going to claim it's me.
Yeah, it's totally her, inspired by our new 3-minute old.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so this story is definitely different. Like I said, I try to do something a little bit different in each comic. I wanted to do something a little bit more action-packed because I felt like even though I had action in all my comics, it really wasn't as far as I could take it. And with this artist, San Espina, who is a brilliant artist, I felt like he loved action and he loved like I said, the supernatural. And to kind of push him, and he actually said it whenever we were in this process. He was like, this is a challenge to me and I like it. And I love the fact that the way you wrote it is a little bit more different than most people writing these action kind of pages. And he was having a unique time of in changing stuff around without me even asking him. He was like, can we see this way, or can we change it around this way? How would it look if it was a little bit turned? Because I'd like a different perspective of him punching or throwing or doing stuff that really took it to another level.
Yeah. So one of the great things about your books is that every one of his books so far feels very, very different. PTSD is very solemn and very emotion evoking and a very dark tale, but tells a story and gives that translation of mental illness and PTSD to people that don't necessarily suffer from it, but have people in their lives that suffer from it. Bushibu Circus Mysteries is a whole lot of fun, great, and Cryptic Haze also, same thing, very different style. They all feel very different. You use different artists on your books. So whenever you go, Paul, all of his books that we've gotten so far have been exceptional stories with very different tones and feel very different. So I'm really excited to get this new story, because this new story very much feels like a traditional comic book superhero style, even though it's gargoyles and demons instead of dudes with capes.
Right.
It is something that is a project that I am super excited about, and I can't wait to get a hold of it in pictures.
Yeah.
I've read the script.
Right.
I haven't seen the pictures on it. I've seen a couple of pieces of art for it. So I think this is going to be a huge thing. I think it has an opportunity to be a major book. And we are super excited at Geek Out that you chose us to come and hang out and talk about it and announce this project to everyone. So whenever it comes, do you want to go ahead and talk about the Kickstarter portion?
Well, we're gonna get the Kickstarter done in a few minutes, but I definitely want to say thank you for all the support and whatnot. I love the fact that I got to share this script with you before we even started going to the art, because I got your input on it, and like you said, it really was something different. It was something that uniquely I wanted to do and challenge myself, putting this action pack into it, kind of a way to get you to feel and grasp into this story, into this new world of gargoyles and demons. I wanted to make sure that it was something that was gonna pull the reader into a story, unlike anything else. Because I like I've always said, I'm not just a writer and a creator. I'm a fan of comics first and foremost. So anytime I start writing a script from beginning to end, I want to put the best effort forward, because if we're going to spend a penny on any of my projects, I want to make sure every penny is well worth it. And that's really where I came from whenever I was writing this. I wanted to do something different. I wanted that action-packed kind of thing. With PTSD, it was really that emotional pull into it. With Bushibu, it was really about the characters and the mystery. But with Prelude to Aurora, it was that fact, that connection that I had with people who read it, that the script before it got to the artist. But it really was that the artist who kind of guided my hand in it. Because I definitely don't think I would have wrote this type of script, but having wrote it, I honestly feel that this was the best script that I've ever written.
That says something, man.
Yeah, it really does.
And I think it was really because of the challenge. Because like I said, I don't think I would have wrote it if it wouldn't have been for, San Espino or the people who had read it and gave me their feedback, and it helped me push my boundaries as well.
Yeah. So while we're here, hearing all of that stuff, I did want to see, because we can talk all day about this. We have lots of them. And everybody's probably wondering what Lori is doing here.
Yeah.
So Lori, why don't you, before we get into all the Kickstarter information, Lori, tell us what you are working on and what is going on for you, even though we're not launching anything today.
Currently, I am currently Kickstartering for issue number 3 in my series. What's that? Charles? Yes.
Yes.
Well, I appreciate that. Absolutely. I will get your information and we will link up after this. So we can help as many creators as possible.
Yeah.
We need more people like
Having
that.
said that, you know, and I tell people, you know, there's so many great books right now that are out and coming out. Make sure if you buy one comic book, go buy Lori's and then come run and buy mine right afterward. Lori's is currently on Kickstarter. That's Path of the Pale Rider with
Yeah.
issue 3.
So Path of the Pale Rider is a Western apocalypse world where death has been broken. So your body can die, but your soul or energy doesn't leave your body upon death. So you get to hang out and enjoy your own decay phase. So people, animals, insects, fish, nothing gets to leave. We're all stuck here together in this new reality where there is no death, there's only decay. We're on issue number 3, which is really cool because issues 1 and 2, we start out 10 years into this apocalypse. In issue 3, we jump all the way back to the beginning, day 1, where death goes missing.
So the real question is do you have any of these in your car so that I can throw it on the wall next to Paul's?
I brought 5 of issue 1 for you today, so you can have them here in your store today.
Awesome. So
issue 2 is actually coming tomorrow.
There you go.
awesome. So if you are in the Burleson area, come by, get issue 1 per book. Get you issues 1 and 2 of Bushibu. Issue the standalone PTSD and Cryptic Haze. So with that, we've gotten Lori's story. Also, we will post links for Lori's Kickstarter, and as soon as this Kickstarter for Paul goes live, we will also post all of the links for that. So
Let's
Let's
do
it.
try to launch it. Hopefully we don't have technical difficulties with that. But
Yeah, fix that, man.
yeah.
What?
okay, so in theory, if we have more technical issues other than a dead laptop, then everything will go live shortly after this. So if it's not live, as soon as it goes boom, we will get everything fixed and we will make sure that it is launched. If I've got to log in into my office computer, I will make sure that this project gets rolling as soon as humanly possible.
Isn't that fun? I mean, this is always how it goes. You think you're ready and then something breaks.
Go to push go on the computer, gone. So now we've got a makeshift tripod and yeah, it's just all over the place.
Good.
Ready to launch?
Woo.
All right.
Drum roll.
Push. All right. So Prelude to Aurora by Paul Gomez is now officially launched on Kickstarter. So go ahead and speaking of Genki tripods, that thing is trying to run away. So,
It's slowly just gonna
okay. So so we will be here with Paul and Lori. They will have their books in store. Now I will say something. I will ask you, Paul. So
Yes.
what is our goal? What is your goal?
I'm trying to reach 1,000.
Okay.
You know, but my main goal is to get it into people's hands. My goal is, I mean, I put 1,000 up there because that's really going to help for the printing cost. But my goal is to get this project into people's hands, see how much they love it. Everybody who's test read it has been, you know, overjoyed with it. I've actually had people who wanted to buy it from me, and you know that's where it is.
So what are your tiers on your Kickstarter?
Well, you know, I got the basic tiers. I got the basic tiers. Can you pull those up, Pops? Rich, how you doing? Yeah. Yeah.
so demanding.
Yeah.
Well, it's live. Give it a second. My goodness, Rich. Are you still awake?
Yeah, that's someone.
Let's see. Here we go.
All right.
My phone's over there, otherwise I'd already be backing. But,
I know. This is my phone over here.
Yeah,
so
yeah, we had to pivot. So,
hopefully my battery doesn't die.
I'm the same way. So, I think,
50%.
yeah, I was at 50 earlier, so I think we should be
I
good.
was charging it on the way here. How long it goes for.
All right. So, what are our tiers?
Well, we talk a little bit about the book, but most of the tiers are going to start off with digital tiers, just like most do.
Yeah.
The first digital tier is going to be just Prelude to Aurora. And then the second digital tier is Digital Plus is going to have Prelude to Aurora, Cryptic Haze, and also PTSD with it.
Cool.
And how much are those tiers?
The first one is $5.
Okay.
The
Digital
second
copy for $5.
The second one with the 3 copies, the 3 books is going to be $10. So that's going to give you
Get a free
discount
book.
Yeah, it's basically one for free.
I do get one free at the $10 mark. Okay.
And then we're going to have 2 more books that are thrown in there, which are Bushibu, issue 1 and issue 2 for the Digital Plus Plus, and I think that is 14.
That's plus.
Yeah.
Plus.
And another plus.
Yeah.
2 pluses.
Yeah. Do you have a triple plus? I'm just asking.
Those are the only ones I got at the moment. But
Okay.
I mean, we're definitely looking into getting some extra digital PDFs, maybe in stretch goals if we get that $1,000 goal. But they're not out there just
Like Path of the Pale Rider, issue 1.
could be Patrick.
So, what's the physical tier?
The physical tiers are going to start out with the first cover, which is Santa Spina's cover. It's going to be the main cover out on this one.
Is that what's on the Magic Scrolls?
Yeah, that is not. That is.
Yeah. That's the other one you just showed me.
Yeah.
The one that hasn't been officially released yet.
That
That
one.
And it's on screen. So I'm sorry that we don't have it on ours right now. They're Geek Out Fam, but I will post all of these pictures. The Madness Comic Network has all of this preloaded and everything. So,
But if you go to
but
Kickstarter, you
if
can
you go to
see it.
Kickstarter, look for Paul Gomez, Prelude to Aurora. All of this stuff is going to be up there.
And you can see that Santa Spina's cover is amazing.
It's
Beautiful.
pretty awesome.
And then after that, the second tier is going to be the Jeff Mute cover, which is his version of Gargoyles. It is a beautiful.
Oh,
cover
yeah.
as well, look at
Jeff's
those
version's
colors
amazing.
by Dave Kemp.
Oh, Dan,
Yeah.
Dan Kemp he just did colored mine
I always
for William Russell.
forget which one's which because they're brothers.
There too.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was only aware that there was one. So there's
Yeah.
Anna and Dave.
They're both amazing. Both of them have been on Spawn projects, have been on so many beautiful things. And you can see his colors right there, just beautiful, beautiful colors. The third tier is going to be a cover by Zach Spivey. Now those are not shown on the Kickstarter. They're actually, the pencils are going to be coming in this week. So make sure you stay tuned so you can see those pencils. But let me tell you about this cover. That's right.
His picture there.
That's right. That's Zach Spivey. He's going to be doing a 5 gatefold cover. 5 gatefold cover of this. This is going to be a little bit unique, a little bit different. But let me tell you, this is something that just jumps into mind whenever I saw his art and had this story just started to come to mind. And it just melded so beautiful. It's going to be a 5 gatefold cover in grayscale, which is going to make it a little bit uniquely different as well.
That's different
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, I mean, you don't see that much.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's really what I wanted to do, something a little bit different, something a little bit unique, because as a comic book fan, I love those things, so much.
I'm right there with you. You've seen my covers, I'm
Yeah.
there with you. Do something different, eye-catching, right?
Yeah, and
I can't wait to see this one.
that's really the way to go. After that, we kind of start going into some unique tiers. One of them's going to be all 3 tiers. That's going to be all 3 covers right there. And that's going to be $40 for that tier. So you're going to have all 3 of those. Now, I say that's a little bit of a steal because that 5 gatefold cover is going to be $25 on its own.
Yeah.
So if you bought these individually, it'd be about $45, and you're going to get all three of them for $40. So you're going to save $5 on that. And I'm telling you, this 5 gatefold cover is going to be just uniquely different. After that, we go to the foil cover is going to be added in. And that's going to be a $50 price point. You're going to get all three of those covers that we mentioned, plus a foil of Jeff Mute.
Okay.
Now,
that one was, yeah, I can see how that one would like pop.
with those colors
Yeah.
that they got put on it, I felt like those would be so beautiful as a foil
Yeah, absolutely.
and as a metal.
You're gonna do metal too?
Yeah. So the next tier after the foil tier is going to be a metal tier. You're going to get those 3 basic covers and a metal cover for $75. Let me tell you, those metal covers usually go for about $100 if most places.
Mine go for $100.
Don't they? And I'm telling you,
That's how I was like.
for $75, you're basically paying that for the metal cover and then getting all 3 of those other covers kind of for free. Of course,
Yeah.
you're going to get the PDF of it with just about on all of these tiers.
Wow.
Yeah.
Are you insane?
Yeah. I'm telling you, these are one of the things I want to make sure that it's reasonable for these
Yeah.
to back it. And I want it to go in people's hands and I want them to enjoy it. I've got a few little special things that I'm going to be adding in later on, but these are the ones that shine, I think.
Yeah.
A metal cover for 75, a foil for 50, 55, and like I said, you're gonna get that 5 gatefold cover and all of these extras, which is
That's
just crazy.
crazy. You're like that show you said, but wait,
There's more.
Wait, there is more.
everybody. Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
No.
And
Wow,
I'm telling
wow,
Fix
guys.
it, seal.
and I'm telling you, if you look at this, we have a beautiful tier for $50.
Hit the close. Okay. 10%.
That's funny.
We might. 20. Okay. We got time.
So we got a beautiful tier, which is going to include that Jeff Muse cover and the PDF, but it's also going to give you a drawn sketch by Jeff Muse. So for $50, you get a custom drawn sketch by Jeff Muse right there. And then after that, I bet you're gonna love this. A retail tier.
Oh,
That's what I'm here for. What's the retail?
It's gonna be 5 copies of PTSD, 5 copies of Cryptic Haze, and 5 copies of Prelude to Aurora for $60.
That's a really solid
I'm
steal.
telling you, $60.
hey.
Yeah, hey.
Josh?
We're talking about the tiers, and we're down to like the last 3 or 4, including let's see, the full page ad for $150. Full page ad. We got 2 of these available. Full page ads at the end of the book, and I tell people these are ads that are going to be in these books for not only months but years. And I've gone all over Texas selling my books, so these ads are going all over Texas with me. And I don't know where I'm going next year, but currently I'm signing into store signings, not only in Texas, but other states as well. And we're going to go to the West Coast.
Really?
Might go all the way to California, and wherever these are printed, those ads are going to go with me.
Right, exactly.
Very nice.
For 150, that's kind of, I mean,
That's and anybody who's been any type of retailer or anything, that's a steal for an ad, for a full page ad for a book, especially books like these that have been getting a lot of traction. Lots of and a lot of fall stuff has been getting a lot of traction. So how many of that tier is available?
we have 2 of those, just 2 of those, just to let y'all know.
Correction, he's only going to have 1 of those.
I have one. So whenever it's gone, it's gone. But like I said, it's not going to be in there just for a day, not just for a month.
Every
just
print,
for-
every printing you do of it.
Well, the only possible exception is if it gets picked up by a publisher.
Yeah.
But in all honesty, I think I'm going to try to keep these, because these
Yeah.
are very dear to my heart. That these are going to be mine for a while. So that that ad is going to be with me for at least a few years, and that's going to go to convention that I go to.
Awesome. Do we have a new friend?
This is my artist.
Hey, sweet. Come around if you can figure out how.
All right. You're here. Good to see you again.
Yeah, I remember y'all.
Come
Well,
on
just a
in.
party. There's a stool right there if you want to pull it up. Party, man.
Yeah.
All right.
We got two other tiers that I want to talk about, and that next tier is one of a kind. The next tier is for $600, and I know what you're thinking: $600 for a tier. What am I getting?
What are you getting?
It's gonna be the original of Jet Mute's cover. The original of Jet Mute's cover. That's a one of one right there. An original of a cover goes for a lot nowadays.
I mean, an artist does charge a lot for original pieces of art. So
Yeah.
that's awesome.
So you're gonna get that $600. It's on a tier. Last time I had one of his on a tier, it sold within a day or two for just about the same amount. So I'm telling you, check it out.
Okay, awesome.
I got my last tier, and I'm gonna tell you about that. I feel like it's a little pretentious, but I've always been told, hey, put something nice and big on a tier that you kind of want to put up there just in case somebody wants to support you, kind of thing. And what I thought, and I put this on just about every one of my Kickstarters, is a meet and greet.
Okay.
So anywhere in the continuous United States, I will go and meet you in your hometown, whether it's at a restaurant or preferably a local comic book store. I will bring a copy of all of my books and sign them right in front of you. We'll sit down and we'll talk. We'll spend some time, whether you want to learn about the process, whether you want to hear about my stories, whatever you want to do. This tier is $600, and like I said, it's a meet and greet with me just about anywhere in the U.S.
Including Alaska.
Well,
You said continent. You did.
I don't know how much it
So
costs to get
if
to.
anyone here is in Seattle that wants to meet Paul,
I'd love to go back to Seattle.
$600, and Paul will come see you in Seattle and sign all of his books for you. What else do you have for us, Paul?
Well, that's about all I got for my tiers, but I did definitely want y'all to check out the entire team that's in the process, and I got them coming up on that Kickstarter. There's me and there's Santa Spina, who, like I tell you, this amazing artist is great artist. Then you got McLean McGuire, who's my letterer and one of my closest friends. Check him out. He is an editor, and he is great at what he does. You going down there, you got Zach Spivey, who's one of the cover artists, and then you got Elisa and Brian Delgado, who are an assistant in editing. I love the story so much that I wanted to make sure that nothing got by me. So I didn't just have one editor, I had about 3 of them on.
3 editors.
And last but not least is Jeff Mute. He's not only a cover artist, he's been my advisor throughout the whole thing.
Very cool. Very cool. So, sounds like you got a great team.
Yeah.
And you said to fund the printing,
Yes.
$1,000. Let's see those tiers one more time.
Yeah.
All right. We don't care about small tiers. Like I said, my phone's a little bit occupied.
It's still on.
But so I will tell you that the retail tier, we are definitely going to support you here. The full page ad, Geek Out is definitely going to take that. And well, one of the two. So anybody else, it's open for now. So I will tell you that between me and my personal funds, I've picked up all your books for my own collection. I have multiple copies signed by you and some of your other cover artists. So between me and the store, we are going to get you halfway to your goal. We are doing $500 between my personal funds and store funds to get halfway. So you only got to get $500 to do it. I really kind of wanted that original cover, but I'm going to let somebody else have that opportunity because it's beautiful. It is beautiful, one of one. And if I bought every piece of art that I wanted, then I would have no walls. I already have too many And our friend Lori, with her Path the Pale Rider, we're also going to go ahead and give $100 to your Kickstarter as well.
You.
Absolutely. So,
Yeah.
so I don't know how deep into yours you are, but we'll make sure that we get that taken care, help you out on yours.
Thank you.
We're going to get you halfway to yours, and we're doing this huge party. And we absolutely love supporting all of our local artists. Anything else you have for us today, Paul?
No, we're gonna talk and hang out. You know, we're definitely gonna be around. We got some scrolls that we're giving out to your customers. I don't know if you saw these or not.
They're pretty nice. They are the B cover artwork in a nice look like some old I can't talk anymore. It's been a long day. It is.
He snuck in here.
Marco, do you have anything you want to talk about today, man?
Oh no, I just came to stop by and say hi.
He was signing some stuff that we're shipping to some fans.
Very cool. Very cool.
But I want to make sure to let everybody know these scrolls are limited edition, and you're only going to get these in Geek Out. We're going to be giving them out today, and then we're going to leave them for the store to give out to your customers. Only here, only at Geek Out.
And Paul will be signing them if you come in to say hi and you pick up any of his books. So if you're in the Burleson area, come see us. Paul will sign whatever you want him to sign. Including people. Lori,
I'm here.
she's here. She has some of her books that
I
she
have
signed.
cookies.
Oh, you didn't tell me she has cookies. It completely changes the whole thing, the whole
I
outlook.
have cookies.
But yes, we are super excited to be supporting a couple of local comic book artists. We are excited for this book more than we can even say. I am now excited for your book because I've met you and we've talked. You told me that story really sounds cool. So as soon as I get a copy of number one, I'm going to go hide in my office and read it so I can make sure my investment is off.
Just wait till you get the next one.
Very cool.
Right.
Very cool. I can't wait to read it.
Shenanigans.
Shenanigans, absolutely.
Shenanigans.
Awesome. It is. It's awesome.
I do short films. I build riddles into the comics.
Yes.
It's like the whole Alice in Wonderland.
We're going to have a much longer conversation.
Telling you, this is why I got
Oh, he brought me today so we could eat. It was one of
It's awesome.
his agendas.
Well, and she's like one of my best friends.
Yeah, and of course I'm here to support Paul and his wife.
Even though she beat me up before this came on air.
I him a couple times.
It was only with an Ethernet cable. It wasn't that bad.
I had a computer that didn't work.
Yeah.
Oh,
I hope that you hit it big in the comic book world. You can upgrade this.
He's gonna sell it.
Sign
Next year's Christmas house.
this
Next year's Christmas present.
this is the hidden tier.
Yes.
The hidden tier.
It's gonna be the 10th tier. I will sign it for
See
you.
what I mean?
Yeah, you have to buy every
It's a
single
really
tier.
fancy. It's a really fancy paperweight.
It's an antique.
Yeah, you have to buy every tier.
Yeah.
I feel the love.
It was very great talking with you, Paul. We're gonna hang out here for a while longer. Thank you everybody on Madness Comic Network. Thank you everybody at Geek Out for half seeing the show. Next time, now that I'll know the guys at Madness, we'll cross everything over. So whenever we need to do another one of these for her next book, his next book, or his next book, then we'll all be multi-sharing.
Yes.
So you'll be able to see the cool things. But
Yeah.
Prelude to Aurora by Paul Gomez on Kickstarter. Go to Kickstarter, search for it. I will put the links up on our website later. I've already put the links up multiple times. We'll do it again because that's what we do. Advertise. And then also we'll get all the information for Miss Lori's stuff, and we'll get that thrown up on the website also and all of our socials. Thank you very much, everybody, for tuning in. Do you have anything else to say, Paul?
No, that's all I got at the moment.
Cool. Lori?
I'm so excited to be here. Nice to meet everybody. I'm gonna go shopping.
You got it.
Nice to meet y'all.
Okay.
Yes. Okay.
I'll do it.
Cool. Yeah. All right. All right. If you want a guided tour, we can do a guided tour too.
There you
So I'm gonna sign off from you guys, and then we'll guided tour over here.
Good. Yeah.
Bye.